No need to throw salt in these wounds. The public beatdowns hurt plenty.
Wow. Hey, that was good, buddy.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 celebrity burns.
He's the moral authority. Left the first wife, had an affair. Left the second wife, had an affair. Had kids both times, but he's the moral compass for 20-year-olds in America. That'll sit and spin, my friends. I don't enjoy him. No.
For this list, we've sought out the harshest insults, tweets, callouts, and criticism unleashed from one celebrity to another, and made in public for all to enjoy.
I have to say, she of course respects Gaga as a talent, but she has a lot more to say about all of this than she has ever said before.
We're looking at real, honest digs, so as much as we love stand-up and roasts, jokes and comedy routines or televised roasts don't count.
I love Larry. He recently quit his show. He plans on spending his retirement opening a jar.
Number 10. Elton John to Madonna, Best Live Act.
Since when has lip syncing been live?
Ever hear of the Q Awards? Well, in 2004, the ceremony served as the first battleground in a decade-long insult war between British megastar Elton John and British wannabe Madonna.
Madonna hasn't got
Those are fighting words.
No, they're accurate words.
Accepting the Classic Songwriter Award, Elton let loose, tearing Madonna apart for lip-syncing at her concerts. He lashed out for her high prices and defended real artists, even claiming she deserved to be shot.
Sorry about that, but I think everyone who lip syncs in public on stage when you pay like 75 quid to see them should be shot.
He's had good lines over the years. We remember you, Lily Allen.
You know what? I'm 40 years younger than you. I got my whole life ahead of me.
I can still snort you under the table.
But none compared to the passionate disrespect and honest contempt alive in this singer.
Madonna, best f***ing live act. Fuck off.
Number 9. Snoop Dogg on Iggy Azalea, White Chicks 2.
Can you wiggle, wiggle for the D-O-double-G again?
Ah, Twitter, it's tweets, it's memes, and trolling in general. Blessed are you, Internet, because you've given birth to so many great burns, like this one from Snoop Dogg. Seemingly out of nowhere, Snoop tweeted a less than flattering meme about Iggy Azalea. She retaliated with some mean tweets. The media caught on, it blew up, but Snoop never seemed fazed. He just kept shooting back with silly memes and Instagram posts that were surprisingly on point. The final blow was a White Chicks comparison that broke the internet.
Honey, just relax, breathe. Yeah.
But hey, he warned you about drama.
With so much drama in the LBC, it's kinda hard being Snoop D-O-double-G, but somehow, someway, keep coming up with funky ass hits like every single day.
Number 8. Lord to Diplo, Body Shaming.
You made a really deep cut, and baby, now we got bad blood.
If there's one person you just don't go after these days, it's Taylor Swift.
Let's get this clear here. Did Apple just cave in to Taylor Swift?
They absolutely did. It's extraordinary.
She's pretty much untouchable, and somehow lands on the moral high ground anytime someone's dumb enough to challenge her. Someone, let's call her Katy Perry, should have told Diplo before he started a Twitter campaign body-shaming Swift.
Body shaming isn't cool, and if people shame you on the internet, you have to make sure that you stay strong and tell everyone you're proud of how you look.
For those unaware, Swift has an army of friends to fight for her. This time, though, it was Lorde to the rescue. She fired back at Diplo with some body shaming of her own, attacking his manhood with a serious blow below the belt. Sorry, Diplo, Lorde beat you with this royal smackdown.
And we'll never be royal. It's a run in our blood. That kind of luck's just ain't for us. We crave a different kind of buzz.
Number 7. Madonna to Lady Gaga, Reductive. Clearly, Madonna is no stranger to controversy. Still, she's one of the biggest living stars of the music industry. So when Lady Gaga admitted Madonna was her inspiration, we all imagined Madonna would be appreciative and supportive. Reality proved otherwise. Instead, Madonna criticized Gaga's Born This Way, calling it reductive.
It feels reductive.
Is that good?
Look it up.
Even though the word she was really looking for was derivative, the sting of this insult was its aftertaste.
Bitch, I'm Madonna. Bitch, I'm Madonna.
Madonna's pompous demeanor expressed an air of arrogance that left everyone angry that she was probably right. Don't worry though, Elton John took this as another opportunity to bring her down a peg.
Stayed away from the dance stuff and just been a great pop singer and make great pop records, which she does brilliantly. But no, she had to prove that she was like, and she looks like a f***ing fairground stripper.
Number 6. Kelly Osbourne on Christina Aguilera, Born to Be.
I just get pissed off when nobody listens to me.
Most people are probably used to the Osbournes clan's antics by now, but it wasn't Ozzy who caught our attention this time. Or Sharon.
I like slap people's heads and pull their hair at different tables. And
Wait, people you know? Or
No, nobody I know.
No, we have to give a shout out to Kelly Osbourne for this nasty burn on Christina Aguilera. Sitting in on Fashion Police, Osbourne took her role a step too far when she flat out labeled Christina fat.
She said, maybe she is just becoming the fat she was born to be. I don't know, she was a to me, and she bought my house, said Osbourne.
Even after her fellow panelists had stunned reactions, Osbourne didn't back down, instead calling out Christina for all the weight remarks she's doled out on her over the years. Nobody came off looking like a princess here, but at least Kelly got to say her brutal piece.
I have to tread lightly on this one because people know that I have a history with her, but she just looks terrible.
Terrible. Oh, God.
Number 5. Noel Gallagher on Radiohead, Shit into a Light Bulb. Leave it to the Gallaghers to inject outrageous British wit into their harsh insults.
And for whatever reason, he went to his own dressing room and he came back with a guitar and started wielding it like an axe, and I'm not kidding.
Some will give props to Liam for his Mumford & Sons jab, but his older brother Noel forever set the standard with his merciless attack on Radiohead.
But I'm a creep.
When asked about industry hierarchy by Esquire, he blasted favoritism towards the group, claiming they could defecate in a light bulb and engage it physically, and would still get a great review. Okay, we may have cleaned that up a little bit. Explicit language aside, Gallagher makes a poignant, savage commentary on bias in the music industry.
Well, I'm a f***ing genius.
Not too shabby for a guy who wrote Wonderwall. Number 4. Nicki Minaj on Farrah Abraham, Go Do Some Porn.
Somebody's gonna go to the corner. We gotta get through this show, okay, girls?
Nicki Minaj and Mariah Carey shared some great jabs on American Idol, and nobody will forget Minaj and Miley Cyrus at the VMA Awards.
This bitch that had a lot to say about me the other day in the press. Miley, what's good?
But Nicki's coup de grace of burns came when she live tweeted her thoughts on Farrah Abraham.
You know what? I don't even care about love. Because even somebody who is blind and I could just pay could do it better than you.
You don't need to be mean to me.
Catching up on Teen Mom, like all celebs do on their Sunday afternoons, she put Abraham on blast for being rude to her mother, then gave a dig to her infamous 2013 pornography debut. Nicki said to the world what we all say to our friends when watching this cringeworthy show. Farrah tried to fight back, but there was no winning with this one. Just take the hit.
Had to show bitches where the top is. Ring finger where the rock is. These hoes couldn't test me, even if the name was Pop Quiz.
Number 3. Drake versus Meek Mill, Meek Memes.
I got enemies, got a lot of enemies. Got a lot of people trying to drain me of my energy.
Don't let Drake and Drive fool you. If you diss this guy, he'll come after you hard. Need proof? Look at Meek Mill.
You ain't right it. We caught you, can't erase that shit. And you claiming you hoes now? Why you stake that shit?
He went after Drake, accusing him of using a ghostwriter, and didn't expect any blowback. Mill couldn't have been more wrong.
Cops are killing people with their arms up. And your main focus is trying to harm us? And you think you about to starve us?
Drake responded with 2 diss tracks, Charged Up and Back to Back, the latter of which reached number 21 on the US Billboard Top 100.
You love her, then you gotta get a world tour. Is that a world tour or your girl's tour? I know that you gotta be a thug for her. This ain't what she meant when she told you to open up more.
But all of this was topped when the internet took over and turned Meek into humiliating memes. Whether playing second fiddle to Nicki or Drake, Meek is now the butt of every joke.
Everybody in TV land seen this. Nicki Minaj's next album is gonna be called Meek Mill's Penis.
Number 2. Mel Gibson to Ricky Gervais, Colonoscopy. Considering controversial drunk driving incidents, we have a hard time giving any credit to Mel Gibson. But for this entry, we're going to forget past unsavory business and just focus on the burn.
Honestly, I like a drink as much as the next man. Unless the next man is Mel Gibson.
after repeatedly being on the wrong end of Ricky Gervais's jokes.
Our first presenter is beautiful, talented, and Jewish, apparently. Mel Gibson told me that. He's obsessed.
Nobody expected Mel to fire back, but boy were we wrong. In front of a Golden Globes audience, Gibson expressed delight at seeing Gervais because it reminded him to get a colonoscopy.
I love seeing Ricky once every 3 years because it reminds me to get a colonoscopy.
He clearly planned the line, but it was still great. Expressing his real feelings with this backhanded compliment, Mel finally beat Gervais at his own game.
He's hugged the cactus long enough.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
And I made him cry.
Well, then that makes two of us.
I can't really hear what Jeremy says because I got my 2 Stanley Cup rings plugged in my ear.
There's a special place in hell for women who don't help other women.
Number 1. Amber Rose to Kanye West, Fingers in the Booty.
Kanye, what about the Throne 2 with Jay-Z? People are pumped.
Yo, I said
It makes sense that our number 1 spot goes to Kanye. Well, it makes sense he's involved. And we appreciate Ray J's effort, but let's be honest, he was trying to mooch off Con Man's fame. And so it was Amber who really got under Ye's skin when she called out his fondness for kinky pleasures. It wouldn't have been a big deal, but Yeezus went on an insanely insecure Twitter rant defending his preferences, which only encouraged further internet trolling.
Excuse me, was you saying something? You can't tell me nothing.
Soon, Kanye's anal playlist trended worldwide on Twitter with hilarious results, leaving Ye utterly defeated. But thanks to Amber, Kim knows how to make it all better.
Maybe we could still make it to the church steps, but first you gon' remember how to forget.
Do you agree with our list? What's your favorite celebrity burn?
But don't talk to me at all. And don't talk to anyone I know.
For more controversial top 10s published daily, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
That's me off her f***ing Christmas card list, but do I give a toss? No. Thank you very much.